Hey guys, and welcome to the third race in the Disaster Side Racing Preliminary Series. This is the camshaft event, where we are focusing on classic American muscle cars. The rules for this one are pretty simple. We have 5 cars doing 5 sprints and rotating a lane after each sprint. 4 points for first position and so on, down to 0 points for 5th position and -1 point if you fail to finish. Now, unlike the other races in the preliminary series, every car in the classic American muscle race here is from the childhood Disaster Garage collection. So let's take a look at the competitors now. First of all, we have the 71 Ford Mustang funny car. It is a ludicrously heavy but rather interesting piece, and today we will find out whether weight and unnecessary hydraulics can be an advantage when sprinting down the disaster hill. Next up, we have this car loosely modelled on a Pontiac GTO, one of very few models we have from Pontiac in the Disaster Garage, and even fewer from the childhood collection. The curvature of the car makes it a bit more aerodynamic than its contemporaries in this race, and it weighs 34 grams, making it one of the lighter cars in the race as well. Can we expect good things from this outsider brand in the Disaster Garage? The other Pontiac in the Disaster Garage then would be the 65 Bonneville, making them overrepresented in this race and in this race only. The Bonneville has very interesting tattoo style styling on the top of the head and a really satisfying bluey silver colour to it. The Bonneville is incredibly large, in fact it barely fits inside the Disaster Garage workshop, but despite this it is significantly lighter than its fully metal contemporaries in this race. Perhaps the biggest outsider in the race is the Chevelle SS, which was created in the old days of fully metal diecast cars, and to be honest that's probably the only reason why it's still alive today. Usually qualifying for the scrapyard class owing to the fact that both of its axles are bent, the Chevelle SS has seen many years of use and has extensive paintwear. It's also pretty heavy, but it has put the workhorse hours in over the years, and maybe it's ready to have a few more. The Ford Thunderbolt sure doesn't look as though it's been around since the 60s. This land boat is in remarkable condition for its age and history, in a satisfying orange and black colour scheme. We'll find out today whether Go Faster stripes really do work. And here we are down at trackside for the next race in the Disaster Side Racing League Preliminary Series. We can see the muscle cars starting to line up there on the track. This is going to be a race of big engines and even bigger cars. And honestly, I'm not really too sure who's taking this one home. The Chevelle is a little bit damaged. The Mustang funny car is very heavy. But still, the other three, I'm none the wiser on really. These are all cars from the Disaster Side Racing League Childhood Collection, and we're about to see what they can do on the track. Well, as you can see there, the GTO has taken the lead early on, showing maybe being the smallest car is going to be the factor here. So the GTO smoked everyone again, but it is really difficult to tell who hit second first, the Thunderbolt or the Chevelle SS. And I think we're going to go for the Chevelle just because it seems to be reaching further, as it seems they've both hit the flag between frames. So that leaves the GTO out front, the Thunderbolt in second. And that's a nice fanned result. It's easy to see where everyone came there. GTO winning again, Chevelle SS coming in second, Bonneville in third, the Thunderbolt dropping down to fourth there, and the Mustang still following up the pack. So like all of these races so far, there's no catching the leader, but second place is up for grabs. The Thunderbolt threw everything at trying to stop the GTO from winning every sprint there, but the GTO again just taking the win there. But the Thunderbird will still come in second, and that will alter that race for second place, which is very much still on. The Bonneville dropping down now, the Chevelle SS and Thunderbolt right neck and neck for the second place position, and that will ride on this last sprint. Again, the Thunderbolt throwing absolutely everything at trying to stop the GTO from a complete whiteout, which it does achieve. But the Thunderbolt has stamped its place in second place quite emphatically. The Chevelle SS and Bonneville fighting for third. But even still beating it in the last sprint, the Bonneville's performance is not good enough to beat the Chevelle. And as for the Mustang funny car, well, I just hope he's had a nice day out. That is the end of this race in the Disaster Side Racing Preliminary Series. And if you'd like to check out more of them, one will be in the end screen and the rest will be in the DSW Garage playlist in the end screen, which will also feature more Diecast Cars videos. The Disaster Side Racing League is a work in progress. I've been tirelessly looking for a better track that might produce better results and more varied results. Although I think this is the first time we've had one where a car has won every sprint, apart from maybe Model A Madness. I'm starting to think the technology doesn't quite exist for everything that I want a track to be, at least at the price point that we're looking at. So we need to keep persevering until we can justify increasing the budget on the show, or at least until we have more space for a bigger track. But that is everything for this one. So if you did enjoy it, please do like, comment and subscribe, and as I say, check out the other races, and I really do appreciate you guys joining us. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye.